there's about half of it. Half of the responses to the death have not exactly been of a positive nature.
It's
Um,
because
yeah, go ahead. I'll say.
uh, it's because wrestling fans are just fucking stupid. And I'm gonna open up a whole can of worms here because this is fucking frustrating me for months now. And today was like, seeing a lot of these comments people are making about him, like people that have never spoken to him or met him in their life, or they're just reading fucking dirt sheets, they're watching shoot interviews, they're just fucking, indulging in fucking internet bullshit about, New Jack, who yes did some pretty shitty things, but at the end of the day, does it make him a fucking bad person overall? Like, not at all, man. Like, he was a family man by the end. Like, he had his loving wife. He was married by the end. Like, he was completely normal when we spoke to him, other than obviously the difficulties because of, all the shit that he went through in his career. So to see a lot of people judging a book by not only its cover, but also just the fact that they're just fucking going off the opinion of a lot of like they're just being sheep, basically.
Hmm.
It's fucking frustrating to see. I know that we can sometimes like come across of having really sheepy opinions when we're ripping on AEW, but at the end of the day, like I feel like we actually can back up those opinions. Where when we've had arguments with like people we're on Twitter or in a private Facebook group or on Facebook posts publicly, wherever it may be, a lot of these people that are saying this stupid bullshit are usually the same category of fans. I won't put that category out there, but I mean, those that know, they know.
Hmm.
And they can never, ever back up their arguments. They just say it and then they just fucking hope that, they're going to get likes or attention or fucking, Dave Meltzer's going to come suck their dick. I don't know, man. So I don't know. I just think a lot of the reactions have just been fucking
Well,
bullshit.
no,
And
you're absolutely right, because the thing is, obviously, New Jack's known for all of the incidents, the hardcore style and stuff like that. But you can tell who knows what they're talking about and who doesn't, based off of the fact if they bring up Smoky Mountain Wrestling or bring up the stuff that's outside of that category that New Jack is often boxed into. Because New
people
Jack,
think,
New
sorry,
Jack,
yeah, go on.
New Jack obviously did all the hardcore stuff. He did all the fucking ridiculous stuff, out of the box, everything like that. But he was considered a really good worker before all that stuff happened anyway, and it didn't stop him from being a good worker when he was doing the hardcore stuff. But people will only look at those incidents, the hardcore stuff, the big spots and stuff like that, when he was actually like a decent worker. Carl, I can see you're itching at the bit to get something in there as well.
Well, like just to back up what Jack was saying, like I had to like stay off Twitter today because I went on for a little bit and I couldn't help myself. I I had to bite back at some people who take the time when somebody had posted a rest in peace, a tribute to him. For example, Simon Diamond, Pat Kenny, posted a funny little story about seeing New Jack teaching a bunch of trainees how to wrestle, and through that process, showing how actually quite good he is
Yeah.
at working. And Simon went up to him afterward and said, "Jack, I didn't know you could work so well." And Jack made, I'm not probably not getting the verbiage right, but he said something along the lines of, don't don't tell anyone, otherwise I'll have to cut you because then everyone's going to expect me to start doing this shit.
Yeah, you just
And
couldn't be fucked doing it.
yeah, and it was just a funny little story. And some guy has to come along and be a wet blanket. And you know, how is this funny? He said he would cut you, like he was joking, dude.
Obviously.
I'm sure you're fucking real fun at parties, bro. Like you don't get the fucking joke. And you're going on Twitter, you're looking around for this shit. You look at something that you don't like and you have to comment on it. How about you just like move on to the next thing, bro?
Mm.
The guy died today.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
he died. Just give
And
it a day. Give it a day before you start throwing your toxic fucking skid mark opinion about how you feel about the attempted murderer.
Mm.
Like fuck, man. Like that's all you've got. That's all you've got. You how can you pay tribute to an attempted murderer? Like you weren't there. You don't know the situation. Okay, he's talked about it. He's half in character sometimes in interviews. He's half in character sometimes out of interviews. And I just I get fucking mad because wrestling fans I've found over the last 2 years have got worse and worse and worse with their entitlement, with the way that they carry themselves and how just disgusting they are in giving what they think should be, going on in wrestling today, or what's right and what's wrong. You don't see anyone that follows any other sport or entertainment thing. You don't see anyone else act the way that wrestling fans do.
No.
They're fucking pigs, and we're wrestling fans. And there is a good 80% of diehard wrestling fans, I would say, that I would never want to have a fucking conversation with. I would never want to sit down with and watch wrestling with, because these people are just fucking stupid. And it just fucks me off that they had to fucking come out there today and fucking say shit. They had to fucking rip on him. And it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, he made some mistakes, but people can make mistakes in their life, like Nick Gage. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. You can make mistakes, but if, fucking most of your existence you do good and try to do good, then overall, I think let's consider them good.
Yeah.
And so I just think all of those fans out there, those toxic pig skid marks, can go fuck themselves.